Namba moja.
Tutani.
Hiyo GPS bwana.
Where are the rest?
Inaonyesha huku.
Call Murang'a. We always go right, but they went left.
Good morning and welcome to the Aberdare Cottages Murang'a Day Race 2024 from Murang'a County. Just like last year, this road race is expected to a thrilling showpiece for the viewers fixated on their screens. We have around 53 participants taking the start today for a 70-kilometer thrilling high-altitude race with the two major cycling rivals in Kenya, the Kinjah Riders team, and Safari Simbas fielding capable squads for today's Rumble in the Hills. Among favorites for this race are Evans Wangai, who's finished on the top 3 podium before, the informed Dan Kitala, Cornelius Kemboy, and a surprise card from the Safari Simbas. The start of the race is near Kinjah town, and here we are for the race briefing and start.
If you have an emergency, my number is on to call. Emergency means, you cannot ride anymore and you have an injury.
If I have an emergency, I'm calling Eric.
10, 9,
Eric, you better answer
8,
the fucking phone.
7, 6, 5, neutral from here until I pass you guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, clear.
Neutral.
Medic.
Kasi. Twende.
The cyclists start the neutral zone, all bundled up together as those yearning for the win try to jostle their positions, aiming for the front slots on the peloton. Among notable names on the peloton are Grace Caviro, Monica Jalimo, Dan Ditonga, Boaz, Richie Matadi, Kemboy, Karanja Kido, Kitala, Gicharu, even Caprudo, and leading is Titus Mwangi from the Simbas. We are still at the neutral zone as the cyclists pass a shopping center before the race start. And the races officially began as we see a spike in speed as the favorites decide to split the peloton into a sizable group before they start the climbing for the day. At the front, we have Cornelius being the tempo master of the peloton, watched keenly by Kinjah and Gicheru in third. And Boaz of the Kenya riders decides to test the peloton by launching an attack, which initially no one attempts to follow, and the rider who decided to follow him is brought back immediately. And Boaz proceeds as the peloton descend, and we have the ladies Monica Jalimo and Kendra Masiga making contact with the front peloton. Already a small split is forming up with Dan Kapitala of the Kenya Riders team on the pace-making duties at the front. Watched closely by Gicheru from the Simbeas as Kemboi, Kinjah, and Wangai follow closely behind. Kemboi again moves to the front as he tries to reduce the time gap between this Chasers B peloton and the breakaway of the day Boaz, who's alone at the front and cannot now be seen. We do rush ahead to get a glimpse of Boaz, who so far is riding well and has a considerable gap to the Chasers peloton. And we catch up to him, and it seems he's feeling good, and that's the last time we had him on video as we halt awaiting the Chasers group, where Ivan Caputo decides to attack the peloton, and if successful, bridge up to Boaz, but he has a company of two with Gicheru of the Simbaz on him. Titus Mwangi assumes pace-making duties at the front. The peloton got lost and proceeded for a while towards same direction Boaz had gone, and we had to stop them and reroute them back, and we proceeded to go after Boaz on the breakaway to give him that information for about 20 minutes, and thus we stopped filming and also lost contact with the Chasers. Peloton, after finding Boaz and the cyclists participating with Seeking Roadside, helped to get the direction the cyclists when having some bystanders giving us wrong directions until we found one who told us the cyclists had passed there like 30 minutes ago, and upon confirming our current location with Imbugo of Team Villanos. Having carried Boaz and his bike, we decided to rush to get contact with the cyclists up until we met the first cyclist at around 9:16 a.m., having stopped filming at 8:20 a.m. We resumed filming, and here we have Adrian Weedy of Wangai Cyclers and James Keto of the Simbaz. Descending as we also make contact with Kiki of Team Velenos just before the junction that leads to the U-turn. Having met at least most cyclists, we descended going past Juma trying to catch up with the front peloton, not knowing that he was currently at second position at the time. We even went past the race leader David Kinjah, thinking that there were more cyclists ahead as he had started the race late, not knowing that he got the correct route as the peloton had got lost again in our absence after going for Boaz. After calling while at the finish to get to know where the other cyclists were, we were informed that David Kinjah was the one leading. And so we turned back to go film as he covered his last 4 km to the finish line to take the win. At second position came in Evans Wangai of the Kenya riders, having got lost 2 and recovering 10 minutes to the race winner David Kinjah. As third came in James Juma. And fourth, Peter Karanja. And fifth, Dan Jitonga, and winner of the under-23s category, Dan Kiptala, with the rest of the peloton being within touching distance of each other.
Really? 23? Go. Yo, this number.
Karanja yako ilikuwa inakuonyesha aje? Mimi ikunionyesha kitu. Inaonyesha huku, inaonyesha huku, inaonyesha huku. Inakata mashotka kwa nini?
Ukipita huko, mimi kapita huko. Kata na mko na wakati kama
hivi naambia dunia akiwa kupatisi kwenye Juma.
Nakwambia Mungu
called Murang'a. We always go right, but they went left. So there were a lot of challenges in the route because now they had to come and catch up. And anyone will tell you in any race or any situation in life, the minute you realize you're on the wrong path, the best thing to do is to get back on the right path as soon as possible. The longer you delay taking that decision, the longer it costs you money. So the guys who won are the guys who realize they are on the wrong side, turn around and started chasing to catch up. The race will never change, the route will never change. Once we set the route and the race, it will always happen that the race will happen as we go. So there was no way, for us there was no debate about neutralizing it or anything. It never happened because some people took the right route and it would have been unfair on them if they took the right route and everyone else took the wrong route. Then they should win because they did the right thing. Using a Garmin, one of the best ways to always double check that you're on the right route is to set your track, and then one of the data parameters that you use on the Garmin is distance to destination. Because the distance to destination, it should always be coming down. So if the race is 70 kilometers, you go 70, 69, 68, 67, 66, keep coming down. The minute it goes 66 and goes back to 67 and 68, then you know you're going in the wrong direction. Because it's getting later, I'll just go straight through to the results so we don't waste too much time. Starting with the ladies first as usual. Under 23, in third position, Margaret Mutuku. Is she here? Margaret Mutuku? Well done, Margaret. It's a good opportunity for you to join the podium after all the work and everything you put in. Yeah, so very, very good job on that in a time of 3:04, which is a respectable time. Keep it up. Yes, sir. Okay. And then second position, Purity Mutai. Is she here? Purity Mutai. Well done, Purity. Congratulations on getting second place in a time of 2:58:59. Then the winner for today, Valentine Cheruto. Is she here? Valentine. Congratulations, Valentine, on a good win. This ladies worked hard because the minute they realized that the other bunch had gone ahead and gone and lost, they knew it was their chance to win the race. Is she here? Well done, Kendra, in a time of 3:05:46, which is a very commendable effort because even after getting lost, they still only lost maybe about a minute to number 3, or less than a minute. Then fourth position, Monica Jerimo. Is she here? Monica? Well done, Monica, as well. It was a good tough fight between the two of you. So one of you both need to train harder than the other, so that next time you don't have to fight so much. You can drop the other at a green. Then third, it remains just like under 23, Margaret Mutuko, Purity Mutai, and then Valentine. So that's the ladies' race. Then if I go to the men's race, under 23, Arnold Mwangi Safari Simbas. Is it? Well done, Arnold. In a time of 2:45.56, which is a very commendable time. Second position, Arafat Kimuli. The time of 2:45.49. And then winner of the under 23, Dan Kiptala. Is he here? Dan, hayuko hapa, so pesa yake itaenda tu. In a time of 2:45.47. In 10th position, Ivan Kipruto. Hapa, another small too. Well done, Ivan. I think you also got lost. Now it's a good chance to you got back into the top 10. Number 9, Davis Kamau. Hapa, you can sit, Ivan. Davis Kamau as well from Kenyan Riders. Good job, eh? Time of 2:46.04. And then Mwangi, under 23, Safari Simbas. Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking you. Then 7, Cornelius Kemboi. Hapa. There you go. 6, Arafat Kimuli. Well done, Arafat. Then Dan Kiptala. Then number 4, Daniel Kitonga. Is he here? Hey, so you are leading the race at some point. You don't believe you are leading the race. Ukiona gari yangu, just know that you are Koko Pesa. Then 4th position, Peter Karanja. Hapa. Well done, Peter Karanja, Bike Garage. Sawa. In a time of 2:45.44. And then for the podium for the men, 3rd position, James Juma Safari Simbas. Kuja mbele. Good job, James. You can stand anywhere. Yeah. So James Juma in a time of 2:45.43, 1 second ahead of the bunch of Peter Karanja, the main bunch. So they almost caught him at the finish line. It's good a fight and a good effort. Well worth it. Second position, Ivan Wangai. Good job, Ivan Wangai. I think it was a very good comeback. Even contending for the win. A lot of time on the win. Well, then Komacha end, eh? There was a day of Waziz. And then winner for this edition of the Aberdare Cottages Madaraka Day Challenge from Safari Simbas, Safari Simbas, David Kinjah.
Wazee wamekuwa wakali, wanangojea vijana waende. Acha ni wapange.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Juma ni huko. Hajazoea Podium. It was 2:30.04. Number 2 was 2:32.52. So just 2.5 minutes to. Yeah. Which is really, I mean, at the U-turn it was 12 minutes. You can imagine. So from the U-turn to the finish, Wangai closed about 10 minutes, which was not enough. It was not enough to catch the old man. Once again, putting on a really nice food. I think all of us are really well fed and well on the way to recovery. Even yesterday, it was a good meal and a good recovery and a good location for the race. So once again, asante sana Zach, to you and your family and your staff and the whole team of Aberdare Cottages. We're really happy with that. The next race is actually on 16th June, which is 2 weeks away. That is in Engineer. Very nice race, the Njoroge Memorial Race. So we'll do the same circuit like we did last year. So we won't go towards Wanjoi. We will turn towards Naivasha, drop, make the U-turn near Naivasha, and then climb up towards Njabini, come back through Njabini, and come and finish coming in from the south of Engineer. So we'll finish at the hotel again this time. Okay, travel well. Thanks for coming, everyone.
And that was the Aberdare Cottages Race 2024 highlights from Calistard TV.